Welcome to SVN Sailing, our series dedicated to the more technical aspects of sailing. I'm in front of Marina Ca dei Sardi in the northeast of Sardinia. This is a place where we shoot almost all our videos, and the reason is that this is a home base of NSS Charter. They make the marina available to us, the support staff, the skippers, and the boats that we use to shoot our videos. So thank you to NSS Charter for making these videos possible. This episode is a bit different from others. Instead of focusing on a single topic, we chose 4 questions by our readers dedicated to the architecture of the boat, how our boats are made. So talking, for example, about why modern boats have 2 wheels, or why sometimes the mast goes through the deck and sometimes it is stepped at the deck. So without further ado, let's go answer question number 1. So the first question we want to respond to is, why do modern boats have 2 wheels like this Oceanus 46.1? Now, most people think that has to do with navigation, because they say with this wheel I can move and have a great view of the front. But actually that was possible even with a single wheel, because what you could do is stand on the side and maneuver with one hand. So that's not really the main reason. The main reason, as you will see, has to do with comfort. What happened was that the stern started getting bigger and bigger, and so the wheels started getting also bigger, and that was not a bad thing because he had great sensibility. And they had to get bigger so you still be on the side and maneuver and sit down perhaps. But also another thing that happened, that we started getting steps. I mean, people started thinking of, okay, I have a boat, I also want to go swimming. So you have steps to go into the water, and finally now you have these very nice basing platforms. Now if you have steps or the basing platform, you want to go there. If you have a wheel in the center, you have to go around the wheel, perhaps even step up on the passage and go down behind the wheel. And that's not very nice. So here come the 2 wheels. With 2 wheels, you have a room. Even with a large table like this one, you still can go back and forth and access the basing platform, no problem. So what we're saying is that the reason we have 2 wheels has to do more with comfort than with navigation. The second question we want to reply to is keel-stepped mast versus deck-stepped mast. Now, a keel-stepped mast is a mast that goes through the deck and then steps, that is, rests on the keel. That's a kind of mast you see on boats that are performance-oriented. Why? Because, well, it's better in terms of performance. The mast can resist stronger loads from the side, therefore it can have much more sail and perform better. Other cases, like cruising boats, will have a deck-stepped mast. That is a mast that stops at the deck and only has a support below made of wood or metal, or perhaps a bulkhead. It does need to have something. So you're saying, if the keel-stepped mast is better, why do we have deck-stepped mast? Well, because there are some problems, and these have to do mostly with water. If you have a mast that goes through the deck, you have the danger of water going through the hole and seeping into the cabin. So you need a very good seal, which doesn't always work properly, especially after a few years. Even if you have a good seal, you still can get water in the bilge, for example. Why? Because there can be condensation inside the mast, and the water will drip down and into the bilge. So the bilge will be constantly wet. So for reasons of comfort and practicality, cruising boats have deck-stepped masts. Performance boats have keel-stepped masts. One of our readers wrote to us and asked, why do modern boats have the chine at the bow? To answer this question, we are outside on Oceanus 46.1 by Beneteau, and as you can see, the chine does go actually to the bow. So the novelty, of course, is not the chine itself, because the chine has been around for a few years, but before it was confined to the stern. Now it has been brought forward. Not only that, you can see that it's actually lower and the angle is sharper towards the bow. So why do they do that? It's not a question of performance especially, but a question of space. If you have a chine, you can have the sides going straight down, and more room inside the boat. And this is especially important at the bow because that's the part where the boat starts getting narrower. But to see the practical result of the chine, let's go inside the boat. We're inside the saloon now. We have this great sensation of space, and this is the direct result of the chine, which it has been brought forward and is in fact lower at the bow than at the stern. This makes it possible to have the sides going straight down all the way to the sole and the furniture brought to the side. So more room, more space, although the furniture remains the same size of the furniture in older boats. Another place where you can see the results of the chine is in the front cabin. Now, as you can see, this is again a great cabin. You get this sensation of space, and this of course is the result of the chine. This is a bow of the boat, and of course this is where the boat starts getting much more narrow. But with the chine brought low, you can have again the sides going straight down, furniture moved to the side, lots of space in the center, and there you go, a great island bed. One of our readers asked an interesting question. He said, why have hatchways gotten deeper on modern boats? That's actually true. And first of all, what is a hatchway? Well, this is a hatchway, and the hatch is the thing that slides back and forth, in case you don't know. If you remember on old boats, the ladder that went down into the saloon, the companionway, was very steep. And the reason was that the hatchway was about this deep. So it had to be steep so that your head wouldn't bang against the hatch. But if you have a deeper hatch, then of course it can slide forth, and the ladder itself can slope more gently in the saloon, and so it's more comfortable. Now, since the majority of boats are now bought by charter companies, on modern boats you want a boat that can be used by anyone, skilled or unskilled. And this is a type of ladder that anyone can use. So that's why we have deeper hatchways. However, we have a fifth question we want to answer, which has not to do exactly with the design of the boat, but with mooring lines. One reader asked, is it true that high quality lines make less noise than low quality lines? Well, we decided to find out. So what I have here is a high quality line for Armare ropes, a rope maker in the northeast of Italy, in San Giorgio di Nogara. We have a low quality rope set up over there, so we're going to try that rope out and measure the noise it makes. There's a lot of wind, so you can hear it creaking already. And then we're going to do the same thing in the exact same position with the same wood, same wind, with the high quality. So this is the result. Low quality rope, high quality rope. As you can see, the high quality line is much less noisy, so less noise, more comfort, better sleep. So now we are really finished. Before I go, I want to thank again NSS Charter for supporting us in making this episode of SVN Sailing. If you like that, let us know. Click on like, and also join SVN Network. Click on the link in the description. You will receive our free digital magazine, our technical articles on sailing, and news about upcoming events. That's it. This is SVN Network. I'm Gabriel Poole.